Oh, boy. I don't know.
Welcome to a preview of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Jeff Zekin sitting next to me, and over in our remote studio in East Texas, that would be Mike out of this world, Mars. I'm Don Armstrong. Hey, here's a preview of what's coming up today. Right out of the box, we're going to have AJ Loupe. You're going to know who's he? President, Space City Corvette Club. It's a Corvette Day at Garage Ultimate down in Friendswood. We're going to find out all about that. That thing goes till noon, so I'm sure that they're live streaming us on a huge, super big screen down there.
They've shut the city down.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Stadium size.
Jerry Jones style.
That's it. So that's coming up at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock Central Time. That's in about 8.5 minutes or so. We're also going to have Jeff's Motor Minute. What are you doing?
I got something for Father's Day for Motor Minute.
Oh, it's a Father's Day special.
Motor Minute.
And which is the show, by the way.
It's a Father's Day show. So.
And then I'm going to review the 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer L. It is huge.
What the L?
Yeah. Then at the bottom of the hour, 10:30 Central, Richard Tomlin, live from Pikes Peak.
Woo-hoo.
I assume that he'll be up and running up on Pikes Peak. He probably spent the night, froze to death up there at 100,000
stuck to
feet.
a tree.
Yeah. So Apex Osset qualified, question mark?
What?
Big Bird 68 Roadrunner is on the run as well.
That's right. It's up there.
So we're going to get all the latest on him.
He'll be up there.
Then we're going to have the racing calendar. Mars is going to have This Week in Auto History. And I'll have some interesting news headlines this week.
Always.
That we actually teased earlier about some interesting things I think that you'll find of your interest. Also, at 11 o'clock Central Time, top of the hour, RoShelle Salinas, Vice President, Houston Auto Dealers Association. We're going to talk about the auto business, how well it's doing or how bad it's doing here in the Houston area, give you an idea across the state, really, of what's going on, since we are the biggest market in the state. Jeff's Car Culture, 2026 Lemon List.
Yeah.
Experts are warning you to avoid these 6 popular SUVs. Can't wait to hear that. Mars is going to have driving destinations. This week it's going to be hidden dirt in hidden Houston. With all the building going on, it's kind of a free pass, Mr. Mars.
Wait a minute.
Because there's plenty of dirt in Houston.
Well, there is plenty of dirt, but you got to go play in the dirt. We're going to get dirty.
Last week was hidden speakeasies or hidden places he hangs out at. Now it's dirt that he's, a secret.
You know what that is?
You know what
that is? You know what that really is?
What is that?
That is martini juice, olive juice.
No, he drinks brown water.
That's dirty.
He's a bourbon scotch kind of guy, bourbon guy, I think.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Then at 11:30 this morning, we're going to have our recalls, and we're also going to have what the sold car sold for.
Yeah.
And it's a good join-in kind of thing for you. Mars, how does a person join in on that?
Well, if you were joining us on Facebook or YouTube, either one, we can pick up those chats. They're sometimes a little slow, but you can chat with us and see our chats when we respond.
There you go. Well, so we're inviting you to do that as well.
Mike's our little chatterbox. He'll chat
is.
you up.
That doesn't drink martinis.
No.
And we need to open up some new horizons, Mars, this late in life. And I think that's the way we're going to go.
No, don't do it, Mike.
We're going to get him. We're going to get him plastered where we have to call the gurney cart and take him off the field.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you've been there a time or two with that reaction.
I'm a little old for that now, but
there's always a chance.
There's always that one bar stool that just doesn't fit right.
That's right. And we're going to have the cruise in and events calendars and some more news headlines. It's all coming up in the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, and it's coming your way in about 6 minutes. We hope you'll fill us in right here on this channel, wherever you're watching us around the globe. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay with us. pleasant Saturday morning to you. For our live show, our live stream, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show from our Dual City Studios in Texas, USA. Just ahead, Space City Corvette President AJ Loupe from Corvette and Coffee. Is that right? No,
Not yep.
no. We're going to find out from him.
He'll tell us.
I know. He'll set us straight. Jeff
There you
has
go.
the Motor Minute. I'll review the 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Seacom. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday morning. So why don't we just get right to our guest to straighten out what I have already screwed up. And his name would be AJ Loupe. AJ,
Yes, sir.
Do I remember you from somewhere?
Man, I'm about to say, don't make me have to have you move south to Mexico with that.
Yeah, did y'all? That was a jail cell you shared.
Yeah,
at one
well,
time
it's
or
something like that. A Corvette jail cell.
There you go.
That's an off-air story.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, it's great to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while, and
Been a while.
I know, and I see that things are going well. So tell us about this event that is, I guess, going on right now.
Yes, sir. We're out here at Garage Ultimate in Friendswood, and it's Corvette Day, and so we've been doing it here the last 2 years. The National Corvette Museum is here with some of their representatives, and they have their Corvette store, so you can purchase merchandise. And all the proceeds go to benefit the National Corvette Museum. And the last 2 years, we've raised $15,000 each year for this event. So hopefully, good Lord willing, here we'll do another 15 plus this year.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about this Garage Ultimate. Is it a place you can store your Corvette, or do they fix Corvettes, or what's the deal there?
So basically, it's like condominiums except for cars. So I guess you could call it car dominiums. And
There you go.
yeah, if I were allowed to, I'd live here.
I think that most of us car people would vote for that. But if you have a spouse or a partner or something,
She's going to want you to live there.
might be just a little bit of a problem with that, unless that person, of course, you snatch that person from another Corvette club.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they have some in here that are just absolutely. I'm in one right now. I'm in one of our club members. I came over because we were at the event about 10 minutes ago. It was too noisy, so I hauled Boogie over here. I'm like, okay, it's nice and quiet over here.
So it's you say it's a condominium for the vets. Do they actually do any repairs, any service work? Do anybody have any lifts or several lifts?
Here's my take on it. My take would be you got a guy next door to you that's got a car maybe close to yours, or is a hot rodder. Mm-hmm. Hey man, can you help me? I need to lift the hood.
Has 7 Corvettes in it.
7 Corvettes.
7 Corvettes in it, and it's got a mezzanine, and it's got couches, big screens. There's even a Corvette pinball machine to my right that y'all can't see.
Wow.
There's a car simulator. These are really just kind of over the top. And there are some people that have a spot in here that they do work on them, but it's not really a shop. These are just primarily for garage queens or
detailing the engine compartment and things like
that. Yes, sir. And it's just really, 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 really nice.
Back in the day, my day, they didn't have such a thing. It was some, dilapidated barn that somebody had cleaned out all the old tractors and stuff.
When dinosaurs roamed the earth.
That's it. And dirt floors, and you're doing good to, string an extension cord from the house out there for a little lighting. That would be about it. But these days, it seems to be a trend. Guys that have either a semi-car collection, maybe just one car. How many square feet do they have out there available? Can you get just a single car, 2 cars? What's the deal?
Yeah, they have small. So this one right now, the one in Friendswood, it's all sold out. Buildings 1, 2, and 3. They're doing an addition, building 4 and 5. That's going to be facing the golf course, and there are some units that are available in there, but those are the big ones.
Wait a minute. Did you just kind of throw in there adjacent to the golf course? You just threw that in there.
Just threw that in there.
Timber Creek Golf Course, and sometimes in the afternoon you'll see deer come up in here, and it is so peaceful out there.
Well, I'll assume that there aren't any windows in there that you could break when you have some errant mulligan somewhere.
No, probably not. It's probably all secure.
No, y'all just have to come out here and see it. It's just like y'all never took my word for it on our car shows until you came out.
Yep.
Then I made a believer out of y'all.
Well, look, Mike's been asking this question: how much are they to rent or buy?
Well, so they actually have what's called a car keep, and there are a few units where you could rent a spot inside one of these units, and there's different levels. There's 2 levels. One is like Ultimate VIP, where they, if you want your car, they'll come pull your car out. You literally just pull up and get in your car and go. They'll wash it once a month, keep it on a battery tender, and of course it's inside, climate control, AC, and that I think that's $550 a month. And then if you want it a little bit, not all those perks, I think it's $350 a month, and it's called the car keep. And there's a few of those spots left over here. They're going fast though. Once they decided to put them out, and then pre-construction. If I was a smart man, which I'm not apparently, because I had a chance to get some of these pre-construction ones.
You own a Corvette. You're not a smart man.
No, I know. But yeah, let me tell you, if you could have gotten in on the pre-construction prices, those have doubled in value. And the guy, the owner, Nick Deutsch, is a member, a good friend of 15, 16 years. And at one point he was our club president. And I would see him down at the city of Friendswood with plans that were bigger around than his waist. And I thought to myself when he was doing this, I said, my God, this man's got balls to do this, because I'm just not sure if this is going to go over. There again, I'm not a smart guy. Was I wrong? Because I mean, this place just took off like fire. The culture and the community out here, it's amazing.
So do you have to be the member of that club, or can you just be an independent guy that's got a vet?
Oh, no, you don't even have to have a Corvette. You can be, as a matter of fact, on, I think it's the 3rd Saturday of every month, the Porsche Club comes out here. They do events during the summertime on Friday from, I think it's 7 to 9. And it's just open to the public, and they'll have 250 cars out here.
Wow.
People kind of come out and hang out.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. And the culture that he's established out here is really nice. And a lot of the owners will open up their units so people can walk through and see them. There's a gentleman named Mr. Earl out here that has 3 of them put together, or 3 of them. He took the dividing wall out, and it's just over the top phenomenal. I just can't. Words cannot describe it. I can send you a picture, but to see it in person is just.
So is your unit right up front up there? As soon as you come into the gate, there's AJ Loupe's place over there.
Yeah, I wish
400,000 square
Big
foot.
neon sign.
Yeah, I wish it was like that. Maybe if I was dreaming and y'all pinched me and I had to wake up, but no, I don't have one out here. I do have 2 of my cars in the car keep though.
Good. It seems that these are more popular because you mentioned the Porsche Club. I think they have one as well. Or there's certain clubs, certain types of exotics that have this particular way of utilizing a hangar space, basically.
Yeah, and then they're also doing. I say phase 2. They're going to build another Garage Ultimate out in spring, and construction is going to start on that before too much longer. Probably maybe in August, September. So
what's going on out there? I mean, has it got 50 salesmen trying to sell these last few units out there, or is it just a good camaraderie kind of day out there?
It's just a good camaraderie, and you don't have to sell these; they sell themselves, and it's real. I mean, it's kind of like whenever that one opens up that they're working on right now that there's under construction. If they're not already pre-sold, they will be by the time I snap my fingers.
Well, this flyer is great that I got a hold of here. Celebrate America Sports Car Saturday, June 20th, but it doesn't tell you exactly where it is. Where is it?
It's at the Garage Ultimate.
No.
In
where is the Garage Ultimate?
Cross streets of.
It's FM. Don't quote me. I think it's 4630 or either 4650 FM 2351. It's right off of 2351. It's in front of the Timber Creek Golf Course, and it's across the street from Clearbrook High School.
Oh,
okay.
So technically, Don, you have one here because you've got your car in the garage, your vet's in the garage.
But it's in the garage.
You got it carpeted, you got it covered.
You got nice cabinets on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's funny you should bring this up, and I've said this before on the show. Back in the day, and I'm talking about now. 70s, there was a Shell station at the corner of Bel Air Boulevard and 59, the Southwest Freeway, right there at Sharpstown Center. And it probably had eight repair bays at this Shell station. And they didn't have any work on Saturdays and Sundays, so they rented the space out. So if you needed to get your car on a lift, you go in there, you sign the waiver, they give you a box of tools. You had to make sure that all the tools are back in it when you get done. But you went in there and you did whatever you needed to do, paid your money, and away you went. And that was kind of, for me, a new and different thing, because you either had the stuff at the house, not even a small lift. They didn't have those back then. It was a jack stand, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But this thing here, I would imagine you've got enough ceiling height where you could put in one of those low vaulted jacks, if you want to call it that.
Lifts.
A lift.
Yeah.
Oh, this, like the one I'm in right now, they have, it's a 3-level lift. They have, and then it goes across. He's got 6 cars in the air, and then there's I think 2 or 3 in the ground.
And those lifts are bolted to the floor, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just got to be secure. Now, if you talk about the Shell station where you can rent a lift for space. Look at the movie Christine, because that's what that building was, where Christine
wasn't it?
Exactly what.
But it was at a junkyard or something.
But you still rented the space.
Yeah.
To work on your car.
Well, I find it interesting. So, do you buy the space or do you lease the space?
No, sir. You purchase the space. It's just like let's say you're buying a condominium, except I call it a car dominium.
Sure.
So you purchase the space, you own it.
And so you got to finish it on the inside to what you want.
Correct.
Sheetrock, shelves, whatever.
Well, it comes with HVAC, and it comes with sheetrock already, and then anything after that is
the building.
You got to build it out the way you want it.
So you can hang you can hang all of your neon in there. Yep. You can your advertising signs. You can make it a manly kind of garage. Or if that didn't suit your fancy, get the wife in there and have her decorate it for you.
Yeah, lots of flowers.
If you still have one after buying that.
So the unit that I'm in right now, it's a couple that own it. And, I always say a lot of times I'm in construction. And so I'll say, that was a great job, but it's the occupant or the owner that takes it over the top. This particular one I'm in right now, the owner of this particular unit takes it over the top just because of the people. But it's the warmest fuzzy one I can say it's in the complex.
So here's an idea. Why not build out another complex of it for just the ladies? Have the ladies be the owners with their cars. I mean, that would be something that you would probably sell real quick.
Or no cars, and they could just make the coffee and the kolaches and I'm sorry,
coffee
that just slipped out.
Yeah.
No, I just would see what it would be like. How many would do that?
I don't. That's a good question, and I wouldn't want to step off in it and try to answer that one either.
Yeah. Especially now, since you're around the world telling the story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this sounds like a great event. So, how are things with the Corvette Club down there?
Everything's going great. We can't complain. We're just kind of steady as she goes. We continue to grow. We were at earlier this year. We were at 353 members.
Wow.
Our spring event, the Corvettes and Crawfish, we broke another record. We had 182 Corvettes out there. And then in the last 4.5 years, we've raised $450,000 for Texas EquiSearch.
Wow. That's a lot.
So I assume that you guys have a link or something to this particular venue here, the Garage Ultimate.
We do. So you can go to Auto Fame. That's Mr. Kevin Brady's platform that he uses. Or you can go to HoustonVets.com, and it's VETTES.com, and you'll see it there. I think I sent Mike a flyer of the event.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yep. And
so is Houston Vets another club?
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like this. The 7 Corvette clubs. It's like a landing website for all of us. And if you wanted to, if you're with another Corvette club and you wanted to post an event, you can post that event on that website. So you can kind of see what all the Corvette clubs are doing in Houston. Now, I know we keep our end up, but not all of them do. So it's a hit and miss on what you're going to see.
So I think there needs to be one gigantic Corvette event. Nothing but Corvettes, and they all come. 1,000 of them.
Well, I concur. I agree with you. That's why we do the Corvette Day. We had not last year, but the first year we did it, we had 302 Corvettes out here.
Yeah.
And,
all we need is another 600.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Now I don't
what's
know
up-
where we put them. That was 302. That was packed. Now
Park 'em
the
in the street.
additions that they're building, we could probably put another 200. So it could be 500. But
Curbside parking,
Yeah.
valet.
So
well,
what's-
what we were doing last year, we were to the public. They would park at Clearbrook High School, and we had police officers that would we would just bringing in the golf carts just left and right, bringing in spectators. So it's been quite a big event. Plus, Houston area Chevy dealers is our sponsor. Auto Fame's our sponsor. National Corvette Museum Insurance is another one of our sponsors. And it's really kind of neat when you can have the National Corvette Museum come down with the store and sell merchandise at the event.
Yeah, you
so
mentioned
what-
that they were there. Could you kind of just real quick before we run out of time,
Sure.
what is that association with them?
Well, so Space City Corvette Club, we're lifetime members of the museum. Personally, I'm a charter member of the museum and a lifetime member. We also I guess toot a little whistle a little bit. We just placed the largest brick order in museum history with 86 brick on the boulevard. I think it was over $35,000, but all that money goes to raise money for the National Corvette Museum. Last year, we made it to the Spire Society, which means we raised more than $25,000 in a given year for the museum. And so we support the museum along with our other charities like Texas EquiSearch. Gold Star Family Monument is another charity we support. UTMB, we give a scholarship away every year. So, it's just we come together to give back to our community.
So it sounds like a great event. AJ, we're out of time. We appreciate
Yeah.
the time that
Guys,
you spent with us this morning.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much.
Thank
You
you.
betcha.
So it goes till 11:30. Garage Ultimate down in Friendswood off of 2351. Thanks again, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Just ahead, Jeff's Motor Minute and a review of the Jeep Grand Wagoneer with the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this 90-second break. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loupe experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loupe beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loupe Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out. With a live version of In Wheel Time Car Talk every Saturday at a regular time, 10 to noon. And it's on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, or grab a 30-minute podcast of our show from your favorite podcast store. It's free and wonderful. And by the way, I would be
Behooved?
I would be I would really, it would be ugly for me not to mention what a great time we had up in Granbury last weekend. 3-hour show, had some great guests.
Really good guess.
Yeah, and if you get a chance, you pull it up on a podcast and listen to one of the.
Mike did wonderful.
Yep, good job. All right, time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
Right, this is a Father's Day special, and I got some news coming across the ticker tape, and I hope you all enjoy these news breaks that we have. But there was a break-in at a local police station yesterday, Don, and the toilet was stolen. Reports are that they have nothing to go on. In the news also, the CEO of IKEA has been elected Prime Minister of Sweden. I didn't know that there was an election going on, but evidently he won. He's the Prime Minister of Sweden. He's currently assembling his cabinet. In other news, there's a cartoonist that was found dead in his home. Tragic. Details are sketchy. Some of the other local news, there was a reports of a local kindergarten had a peekaboo accident. Now, this is very tragic, so all were rushed to the ICU. In other news that came across the wire, there was a kidnapping at a local elementary school yesterday. It's okay. They woke up. Just another tragic accident here on the highway. A cement mixer collided with a prison van on the highway just down the road from here. Motorists are asked to look out for 16 hardened criminals. And lastly, across the news, Snoopy has officially been retired from the comics. I didn't know anything about this. He was tired of working for peanuts. And that's what we have on the local Father's Day news
Salute
break.
to fathers
If we
across.
had gone another 10 minutes, I don't know what would happen.
Well, I think I got one more. There's a good one. A 9-year-old girl has disappeared after using moisturizer that makes you look 10 years younger. We'll leave it at that.
I had to open my mouth, didn't I?
Yeah.
So that's just dedicated to the fathers out there, and some of you mothers too.
Well, since it is a Father's Day weekend, I thought that, well, here's an appropriate vehicle, especially if you have kids or grandkids.
Yep.
How about a 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, assembled in Warren, Michigan?
That's a big one.
Wave that American
That's
flag.
a big one.
Okay, so the review trim level is the L Summit Obsidian 4x4. This is a standard SUV body on frame. It will seat 7 in 3 rows. It was all new in 2022. So they've managed to gussy it up, and this thing is huge. And I think it has a kitchen sink. I just didn't find it on this 1 week that I had with it.
Gussied up.
Gussied up. Exterior features. BIG, baby. Signature 7-slot Jeep grill, but with a high zoot look to it. You really have to know the history of the 7-slot grill. It goes back to World War II, all of that good stuff, because it kind of disappears in the front end of this. There it is right there. Linear lines from grill to rear end, concentric sized wheel openings, chrome accents, however, can distract a bit from the body lines. They did that to put a little bling on it. That's all I can think of. What I liked about it, I liked its conservative styling. What could use improvement? Well, as far as a Jeep is concerned, I don't think you can. However, what I'd really like to see is have this morph into a second version called a Chrysler fill in the blank. A Chrysler version of this. Oh my God.
LeBaron.
To compete with the Cadillac Escalade, because this could do it. I'm just saying. Interior highlights. Well, Jeep, especially at this level, known for high-end interiors. Well, this one doesn't disappoint. Wood touches through the interior add a bit of excellence, a lot of excellence, and elegance too. Quilted seating adds the wow factor. Some controls in non-traditional places, so it took me a little while to get used to it. I'm used to the old school Jeeps, and this takes it over and above the old school. As far as storage, well, big third row seats in the back. Once you fold those down, you got plenty of room back there in the cargo area. What I liked about the interior, lap of luxury feeling. What could use improvement? Well, there's no AM radio. What?
Wow.
Why? I don't get it.
Well, that was one of those old
Well, I
regulations.
heard that, they were doing that with the EVs, but if there's a AM radio in it, it didn't appear on the display.
Wow.
Engine. This had a Hurricane inline 6-cylinder twin turbo charged, and it turned out 510 horsepower with plenty of torque in the 400 pound-feet range. 8-speed automatic transmission. Tow rating is at 9,860 pounds. Friends, that's almost 5 tons. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. Well, let's see, miles per gallon. 16 in the city, 22 on the highway, for a combined of 18. I got 16.9 miles per gallon over 353.3 miles. What I liked, the power, plenty of power. And it goes right up against a V8 because it's smooth and it's nonstop power all the way through with the twin turbo spooled up on it. What could use improvement? Well, now that Stellantis has gotten back into their right mind, I'm thinking maybe perhaps an Hemi V8 option.
I'm thinking V8 from the beginning, a 6-cylinder twin turbo. That's a lot of moving parts.
Well, you know, they've sunk a lot of money into that inline six, and
they save money by not putting the radio in the AM, but
not that much.
That's a little different.
Ride and handling. It's got an air ride suspension that comes with this upscale trim level. What could use improvement? Absolutely nothing. Rides great, and it is big. This is not something that you want to throw around the corner.
No.
Yeah. Base trim price is $97,310. No, that's the base trim.
Yeah, base trim.
Price is tested $106,890. If you just want to get into a great big SUV, you can get the Wagoneer at $66,995, and good luck in trying to find one of those.
Wow.
Here's what it competes against. The Chevy Suburban, clearly, $63,700 where it starts. Ford Expedition Max, I was kind of surprised that it only goes for $57,700 to get into one.
Oh.
And then I thought, well, okay, let's throw it up there where this particular one was. Let's go for the Lexus LX, which isn't quite as big as this particular vehicle. The Lexus LX starts at $107,000. Starts there.
Starts.
Yeah. So that's my review of the 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer L for long, luxurious, lap of luxury. Next week, we're going to review the Subaru Trail Seeker.
You've had a lot of Subarus lately.
I have.
Yeah.
This is an all-new vehicle. I've never heard it. You ever heard of Trail Seeker?
No.
Yeah.
They come up with names all the time.
They do. Well, this is a all-new electric Subaru.
Oh, okay.
So it's completely different than anything else. I think that you'll enjoy that review. That's going to be next week here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
Subaru power selection thing.
Yeah, that. I bet
wonder
it's
if
got
it'll
an AM
have
radio
a
in it
flat
too.
motor.
What?
You know,
A
it's
flat
got
motor?
that flat boxer type motor on it, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gasoline powered. I guess
Yes.
it'll be same setup, except it'll be a battery. I guess I don't know. Be interesting to see.
Battery with no boxer engine.
Yeah.
Electric motors.
Well, they'll have a front, call it a frunk?
A front.
Frunk, yeah, for the front trunk.
Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We're back after this quick break.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your car's finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Sites will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
It is the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we head to that scary place outside of Denver, Colorado called Pikes Peak. I guess there was a man named Pike. We're not going to get into the history of that, but we are going to talk to Richard Tomlin about the scary hill climb. Even if you're in a regular car. Not too long ago, I white-knuckled it all the way up. And why did they call it a hill climb? Friends, this is a mountain climb any way you look at it. Anyway, we're going to talk to Richard.
Mountain climbers was already taken.
That
For the mountain climbers. So you
there's
can't
that.
use that.
How about auto mountain climbers?
There you go.
Jeff has the racing calendar. Mr. Mars has This Week in Auto History. And I'll have the stories making automotive news this week. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars in our other studio. We always need more Jeff Zekin in this studio. My name is Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us. And David Ainsley, our chief engineer and bottle washer. He, too, is listening and watching today and complaining about the audio levels. And we're trying to get there, David. Just be patient. Or not. So, anyway, that's beside the point. All right. Let's go up to the hill, if you want to call it that. There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
What the hill?
It's Richard Tomlin, Apex Auto Works. Richard, is that a tan or is that a burn on your face?
This is Burns. This is we're closer to the sun here, and
And it's got
I'm
clear
very white.
air. Look,
Very white.
Yeah,
so-
listen, buddy. It's not closer to the sun. It's closer to the outside universe. Pluto,
yeah, there
I
you
think,
go.
would
There
be.
you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a rough. Been here 7 days now, and every day in the sun for 5-6 hours at a time.
You know, they do make some sunblock, and yeah, I would suggest maybe send somebody down the mountain and get you some sunblock.
Too late for all that.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about automobiles that you've got up there on the peak. Where do you want to start?
Been a hell of a year. We got the Apex Osette, which you all know well, the Miata that you claim is not a Miata, but it is. Qualified in the Fast 15, which basically tells you you're in the top 20 percentile of cars running up the mountain. We got 74 cars this year. Never thought we would get there. We'd hoped and dreamed, but we made it. And then we've also got Big Bird up here, which is qualified at the back of the pack, having some carburetor tuning issues on top of the mountain. Surprise. This is the challenge of running a carburetor motor at 8,000 all the way up to 14,000 feet of elevation. And we're learning every day. So both cars are ready to race up the hill. We'll go stage both today. They'll be parked up there. We'll camp out overnight, get up in the morning, and all the festivities start about 7:30 in the morning. And follow along on Racer TV, which is where everything comes to life.
Well, as usual, I think that cell phone service up there is sketchy. At what elevation are you currently?
We start about 8,000 feet. So
are you down at 8,000?
No, this year I will be at the top. I'm over protest this year, so I'll be at the Summit House for the full day, taking care of protest.
Richard, we all of us look at you and go, is this a real human being? He climbs mountains, he fixes cars, he races cars, and not just regular cars. He goes all out about anything to do with a car. You have this reputation now. You got to live up to it every day.
I will say, yesterday was very humbling, setting in what we call the Fast 15, and knowing that we have the lowest dollar car of the entire group, and being able to run toe-to-toe with these guys or in class with these guys is amazing. And the cars we're in front of them. I mean, we're in front of, literally a couple.
Well, Richard, I want to tell you that your signal is so bad.
Yeah, you're breaking
We
up.
can't
Yeah,
even
Richard,
understand what you're saying. So
can you maybe lean closer to your microphone?
or either that, or maybe perhaps reconnect with Mr. Mars. We're gonna exit away from you for just a second here. No, that made no difference. If you'll reconnect with Mr. Mars, that'd be great. This is what happens when you get close to the sun. We're going to call it solar interference. That's what we're going to.
Duck, there might be a satellite coming through.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mr. Mars, if you'd be so kind as to reconnect with him, that would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, a couple of years ago, my daughter lives in Denver, a suburb of Denver. And, hey, Dad, why don't you go up to Pikes Peak? I went up there with my parents back in the day when the road was still dirt. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't go real fast. And we were in a passenger car. I think it was the Buick Skylark or something.
Well, you couldn't go, but they were still using racing at the time.
That's a whole other story. Yeah. This is regular people,
right.
And I didn't think anything of it. It was okay. No. Now that I'm older, I white knuckled it at about 5 miles an hour all the way up
I
there,
believe
thinking
it.
I'm going to fall off.
I wouldn't even have chanced it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even have done it.
No, you would. Yeah,
No.
I'm telling you, there was. I needed to take some medicine when I got down off of the pike.
Here we go with martinis again.
No, not that kind of medicine. No, it was something that you buy at CVS. But anyway, is he back, Mike?
Yeah, I think we got him back. He's moved. So
Inside now.
Richard, let's hear you, Richard. Talk to
Go
us.
for it. There you go.
Is that any better?
It is.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Well, it's good for
the
it's
audio's
good for
much better.
yeah. The audio is much better, and
Very
we
good.
see your beautiful sunburnt face.
And
So
you
that's
just
good.
go like that. You turn the mic off, turn the video off. It's fine.
Well, yeah, I guess we could do that, but
Yeah.
I know that everybody wants to see you. So
you
let's
go.
talk about the Roadrunner and a little bit of the history, because I know that we've got people watching us today that really don't know the history. This is your family car.
Yeah, family car. Parents drove it to the hospital when I was born. Stayed in the family forever. It was a drag race car. Father was killed in '95. I did a bunch of body work on it, restoring it over the years, and then parked it. Man, probably almost 30 years, and it set. And then we had a guy last year that was talking about commissioning us to help build him a car. And what he wanted to build, I didn't think was wise financially for what he was doing. And told me he needed to build something old and something cool. What would you build? And he threw out Roadrunner. And I said, well, nobody would build a Roadrunner to race Pikes Peak. That's dumb. It's made to go in a straight line very fast.
Yeah.
And come to find out, he's got a background much like mine. Learned to drive manual in a Roadrunner, learned to race in a Roadrunner, wrenched on a Roadrunner as a kid. So it became a legacy project for the two of us to get this car up the mountain. And then we had some friends at Pikes Peak that helped us throw in a R5 P7 NASCAR engine, chassis, suspension underneath. So greatly violated my father's Roadrunner, cutting out the belly of it and putting a NASCAR underneath. But it is a Dodge NASCAR, so that makes it somewhat acceptable.
Keeps it
Well,
in the
that and the
family.
fact that there's still a lot of parts and pieces, especially of the body of the car, that continues to roll on, so to speak.
Oh, it's exactly the same on the inside. There's stickers on the dash that I put there at 7 years old. There's stickers on the outside. I remember 13, 14 watching Dad put them on the car. So it's very close to home.
Yeah. Well, did you send it up there in an enclosed trailer or open trailer?
It was an enclosed trailer. But man, I'll tell you what, just the 3 weeks that they've had it up here and testing and on the mountain, I think every panel has got dings and dents and chips on it now. Already, it is nothing like what it was. So it's going to need some attention and some TLC very soon.
Well, but that after the event. So tell us about the event, if you will. Has it already? It obviously is qualifying and stuff, and you've got classifications. When is the real event?
Event starts tomorrow morning about 8:30. First car off the line.
Yeah. And where are you scheduled in that?
First car will start 17th overall. The other car starts third from last, so I think it's like 72nd qualifier overall. So we will be there all day running.
So-
Hopefully, the racing is done by 2. So if you're going to tune in for the whole thing, consider from 8:30 Mountain Time, so 9:30 your time, on Racer until 3:30 in the afternoon.
And where
6
can we
hours,
see
7
it?
hours.
Racer
Racer
TV.
TV is the number one, and then Mobile One Oil will live stream it as well. But Racer TV is the main one this year. They've got TV crews, media teams doing interviews, radio and video coverage.
Wow, that's exciting. And I
It's a
guess
big
you have to have a
change.
subscription, right?
No, they've got a free one. It's
Yeah,
a
there's
free one on their
some,
app. So
yeah, Racer
and it's on
TV
TV too. So
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty darn exciting. So how big is your crew for these two cars?
we've got 7 on the Apex set, and they've got 6 on Big Bird. But then we've got another 4, 5 media team as well. Those are the ones cranking out the pictures and videos for us.
The
Very
So,
original-
a lot
nice.
of people.
Yeah,
That's part
it's
of
like a
the-
NASCAR team.
It
Mr.
seems like
Mars,
it.
I can't hear you at all, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mike's got a question.
Yeah, what's the question, Mike?
Yeah, Richard, my question was, you're part of the officiating crew,
I do that. Yes.
so you don't really get to deal with the cars during the race.
Right. So I come up here and basically hand them off to our crew, and then I go away and do my technical duties, and then watch my cars operate. And as we're going through qualifying stages and sessions that they run, I move to different sessions, so there's no conflict of interest for anybody to scream and yell about.
Yeah,
So
I was
you
going
get
to
to
say.
stand at the top of the hill waiting on your car to come up over that last rise.
Absolutely.
So what is up? You know, I know that there's a visitor center up there at the top of that mountain, which, by the way, I walked into and then crawled back out to the car. And I know, laugh if you will, but that was it. And I stayed in the car while everybody else had a nice time up there, and I was talking to God the entire time.
Lack of oxygen up there.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
It's a challenge for a lot of people. It really is. So
well, it used to not be, but now it is for me.
yeah, probably 90. I'd say 90 to 95% of the drivers actually run oxygen in their cars.
Yeah.
Just for the nose hose and regulator, and it helps them stay clear and focused. And you'll see them throughout the day going back to the car, putting oxygen on for 10, 15 minutes, then walk away from the car.
So are there any motorcycles or anything unique going up, like some home-built garage vehicle that's
like a snow sled or something?
Going to make an
Talking
attempt?
about me again, aren't you?
No, not the Miata, not Miata, not that one.
This year they've got the Ultra 4s, which a couple of those are from Texas, but they brought 4 Ultra 4s up here to compete this year as an exhibition. We always run the military up before us. They'll have a couple Humvees and fast response vehicles that are pretty awesome. But yeah, no more motorcycles. Those got closed out a few years ago when Carlin Dunn lost his life. That was the final one. We just don't do bikes anymore on the mountain. There's no recovering from that when you go off at this pace, you know?
Pace and altitude.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause let me tell you something. You know, there's some roads up there that I happened to peek out the window just to see how much fright I could put into myself.
Oh, Lord.
And it goes like straight down.
Yeah.
There's no, ledge
Relief.
or cliff or something you can fall on.
No
No, it's
shoulder.
all the way down.
There's some very steep spots for sure.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very steep.
So, what is the closest city to Pikes Peak?
They would tell you Cascade at the bottom, but it's a very small town. So Colorado Springs is the real place where most of us stay.
I think it's heaven. That's the closest.
It's
awesome.
heaven. That's it.
It's awesome.
Which I will spend eternity in, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, maybe not. I'm doing this show, so that's not going to get me there. That's for sure. Well, so what are you going to do the rest of the day today?
Well, today is a trip to Walmart to grab supplies to live out of my truck for the next 30 hours. Because you've got to be there before all the fans, because there's one way in, one way out, and about 18 to 19,000 people coming in this 2-lane road. So we get there early and camp out, and then that way the next morning we can jump up at 1:30 and head up the top of the mountain. I'll be
And
at the top of the mountain.
there are viewing areas. I mean, it's not all the way
tons.
around the course.
Tons
It's
of
not.
areas.
You can't stand in certain parts of the course. They won't let you do that.
Correct.
but
I think there's 6 or
there's
7 viewing areas now.
Yeah.
Devil's Playground being the number 1, which has 10,000 tickets that sell for that one viewing area.
Wow.
And it is packed with people. So
I'm sure.
It's awesome to watch.
So
Devil's
what is-
Playground, you can see the start line. So it's a really good spot to watch the race.
What is the ticket price for someone to get in?
I honestly don't know. I know originally they opened up at $25, but somebody was telling me the other day that they're 70. So I don't know for sure. And depending on which area you're in, it affects pricing and how high up the mountain. Like the more premier viewing, Devil's Playground, of course, costs more than some of the smaller spots where you get to just watch a car go by.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, listen, man, we wish you the best of luck. Godspeed, John Glenn, as they say. And because you're blasting out into outer space, we're going to follow you. We're going to watch you on TV and do all the things that we need to do to keep up. And what are the car numbers? How do we find you on the TV? Look for what?
Super simple this year. Car 68, 69. 68 for the 68 Roadrunner and 69 for the Lunar Lander, being a 50th year anniversary of the Lunar Lander.
Okay.
Which is the Miata.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe you'll get to see the Lunar, but
Maybe,
we
maybe.
hopefully we don't get to be the Lander.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be in touch. We'll be back in town next week, and we'll post up our results and stuff as soon as it happens on Facebook and Instagram. So follow along. It'll be great.
We look forward to it, my friend. Be safe and take care.
All right. See you soon.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wow, interesting stuff. I would never do it.
No,
I have
I will never.
fears
I
of
will
the
never
overpasses.
ever go back up there.
The
Ever.
high, the high
Richie
five
doesn't
overpasses.
drive though. His wife won't let him do any of the
Have you ever
driving.
been
He's
there,
got
Mike?
Drivers.
Have you ever been there?
No, I have not. It's on the list.
Oh, really?
Didn't
Okay.
Richard used to drive? Didn't he go up once or
Yes,
twice in the beginning?
I think that he did.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, he drives up and down, to get up
Right,
and down.
right. But to compete.
he doesn't drive the race cars.
Okay.
let me tell you something. I will gladly be standing at the bottom of the mountain, and I will wave the granny wave as you take off and head up toward the first little check-in point, and that's all I'm going to do.
You know when they take the player off the field in the stretcher and
Yeah.
it goes like this? That
Yeah.
would be me. I'd be
Yeah, I would not.
I'd be on the stretcher going
no,
like that.
at the next time I get anywhere close there, I will be under. Propofol will be my friend.
What is that?
That's the stuff that they use to put you to sleep when you go into
Oh.
surgery.
Oh,
And you wake up the next day and you go, "Where am I? Am I
thought-
on this planet still?"
I
No,
thought-
you're not. You're on Pikes Peak.
I thought that was Cuervo. They put.
Well, there's that. All right. Well, that was fun. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar,
Yeah.
and Mr. Mars has This Week in Auto History. And I'll bring you some of the stories making automotive news headlines this week. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loupe experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loupe beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loupe Tortilla. Eats pretty good. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show thanks you for 15 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on the local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcast, too, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
It's the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show coming to you from our live studios in Texas, and we thank you for joining us. In-Wheel Time will bring you another all-new show next Saturday, 10 to noon Central. Listen and watch on inwheeltime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. If you miss it, you'll be able to connect through a podcast from your favorite podcast channel anytime.
Pronto.
All right. Time now for the racing calendar, sponsored by the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. Mr. Jeffrey Zekin
And
has
thank
that.
you for that. We've got lawnmower racing. It's in Gun Barrel, Texas today. It is the Lawnmower Racing Association. It's the regular season, in case you are wondering about that.
Have you ever watched it? It
Just on a YouTube
it's-
thing.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah, I know, because it's not on live
Yes,
ABC Wide World of
The
Sports.
FS1 or anything.
Yeah.
Then you got NASCAR. They're in San Diego. They're at a naval base down there. I saw a little bit of the trucks run yesterday evening. I didn't really watch the whole thing.
It's like a road course?
Yeah, road course on the naval base down there. There's several down there in San Diego, and they're on a particular island that they're running. It actually looks pretty cool. I didn't see a lot of it, but it's on CW today at 5 o'clock, and then tomorrow the big boys are running on the Prime Pay Network or whatever that is. Then you got the IndyCar, Indy Racing League there at Road America, and that will be tomorrow. So that's going to be fun to watch. NHRA is off this week. They will be in, where are they going to be next? They're going to be in Norwalk next week, Norwalk, Ohio. Formula One's going on. They're going to be in Australia. It's the Australian Grand Prix. That's going to go today, actually. I think it might have already run. And then for you, Don, I got USAC. We talked about USAC.
I love USAC.
USAC's going to be in Pennsylvania. You've got all the series running in Pennsylvania. It's the Port Royal Speedway out there. So
I'd buy
winged and unwinged, midgets and tall, or whatever they call that. So there you go, USAC.
And where did you say they're going to be?
Pennsylvania. They're going to be in Royal Port
Have you
Speedway.
scanned down there? Are there anything close to Texas?
No, I looked the other day when I pulled this up. There's some in Michigan. It's all kind of the Midwest stuff. Kansas is probably going to be
Well,
the
this
closest.
time of the year, yeah.
You got sprints, you got midgets, you've got nothing close. A lot of California stuff going on.
Yeah.
So
That's
there
a
you
real
go.
shame. World of Outlaws, that's another one that I like. That's kind of in the sprint car theme.
Yeah,
but
that's the USAC championship, like NASCAR is NASCAR. But check out your local tracks. There's stuff going on all the time in your local area.
yeah. And I'm here to tell you, Houston Motorsports Park, that's the 3/8 mile asphalt track up near Lake Houston. And they have a drag strip associated with it. The days, I think, of that track, along with a motorcycle track next to it, are numbered. I flew over it the other day. And listen, there's some really nice neighborhoods real close to it.
Yeah.
And, that usually spells doom.
Yeah, the demise is coming. You bet.
Because that area up there, it's easily accessible by the Grand Parkway. And friends,
Well, that's kind of why they built the Grand Parkway, to develop all that area out there, and it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it won't be long. I imagine the next couple of years it'll be gone. Okay. All right. Let's look at the auto history notebook. Mr. Mars has that.
Yeah, we've got a couple of things coming up in this week in automotive history, such as June the 22nd, 1909. Now, Alice Ramsey arrived in San Francisco after leaving New York 59 days earlier. She was in a
Oh, God. I bet there weren't no Motel 6s nearby, were there?
Nope. She was in a Maxwell touring car with
Of course
3
she was.
female passengers.
There you go.
So she, of course, they had to go across primitive roads, 1909, mud, river crossings, and mechanical breakdowns. They handled it all. And so this made her the first woman to drive across the United States and demonstrated the reliability of automobiles and the role of women in the development of our society. And it's really one of the most remarkable endurance drives in an automotive.
I wonder if she ever got out and changed a tire, too.
That's why she had the other 3
They
ladies
did.
with her.
In the history, I think they had to change 2 of them. But anyway, moving on to June the 23rd, the first Vanderbilt Cup on Long Island's new circuit happened. This was June the 23rd. So thousands of spectators gathered along Island to watch the leading American European manufacturers compete on a newly designed course. Now, this, again, the event was to showcase automotive technology, including more powerful engines and the improved vehicles. Now, this was because at this time, racing directly influenced production car development. Things that worked out on the racetrack, then they would go in and build them. The old saying that win on Sunday, sell on Monday kind of thing.
Yep.
This is where all that good stuff started. Now, then moving on to June the 25th, Malcolm Campbell set the new land speed record. Now, this is really impressive because this British driver pushed his Sunbeam-powered racer to a land speed record at Pendine Sands in Wales. He got over 150 miles an hour in 1925. And it absolutely caught international attention. And he continued to set more records as he went on, but this was the first one. And this really highlighted the rapid technology advances occurring in the automotive industry during the formative days. Then on June the 26th, the last Ford Model T rolled out. Now, this was a big deal. It was the 15 millionth Model T that was built. And in reality, of course, the Model A followed this, but the reality of the Model A was basically a Model T on steroids. It was a little bit wider, a little bit longer, but it looked almost the same other than the dimensions on it. Then coming up on June the 27th, 1950, the first production Saab 92 rolls out. Now, this was important because this was the company's first passenger car. They'd been developing aircraft engines and developing airplanes. And so the Streamline 92 featured some really innovative engineering and aerodynamics. It was powered by a 2-cylinder, 2-stroke engine, but it got a reputation for reliability and durability because of the engineering that had gone into the aircraft experience that the company had.
Saab, reliable?
Well, the 2-cylinder, 2-stroke engine in 1950. is what we're talking about.
Did it sound anything like this? Pow, 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 pow.
No, nothing
Whenever
like
it
that.
popped. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to see if we can find
that's
some
a
audio
Mazda.
from that. Then June 27, 1963, Lamborghini is officially established. Now,
I missed the picture.
this car here, there were several pictures of it, but I love the way this car looks. Now, this is Lamborghini, of course, started in the tractor business. They set out to build grand touring cars to challenge Ferrari. It's kind of a personal thing between the families. And so they introduced the 350 GT. And that's really what founded Lamborghini and created one of the world's most famous rivalries between them and Ferrari, whether it's in racing, on the show floor, design. They're after each other all the time. But I love the way this car looks. And that's just some of the things we found in automotive history this week.
I like the way that the green Saab looked. It's kind of fitting.
It was different.
I don't even know what would you say about that car? You know, it kind of looked like a little baby elephant.
Yeah, you could say it kind of looked like a baby elephant. It was more to me like a little beetle or a little ladybug type thing. It was green. Yeah.
Well, green cars, no, they just don't work for me. But whatever. Different day, different time. Police in San Francisco have spent 5 months searching the city's first known thief to flee the scene in a self-driving car. In January, someone stole clothing from a yoga studio, loaded the loot into the trunk of a Waymo robotaxi, and rode off, according to the San Francisco Chronicle. Even though Waymo cars are outfitted with more than 24 cameras, police were unable to obtain any footage that helped point to a suspect. Waymo already had deleted the interior footage by the time a search warrant came through, and the company blurs faces of privacy for privacy in the exterior views it captures. The rider's account information also didn't lead to anyone. Quote, "I would think it would be easier to solve in a Waymo," Sergeant Tim Fay, the detective handling the case, told the Chronicle for a story this month. It was disappointing that the internal video was not able to lead to the recognition of a suspect. Waymo told the publication it couldn't comment on the case because that in general it considers public safety and privacy when responding to requests from law enforcement. The company doesn't use technology that can identify riders through facial recognition or other biometrics. That's not to say robotaxis offer a guaranteed getaway. L.A. police in January arrested a man, they said, robbed a supermarket before getting into a Waymo car. Officers were able to pursue the car and persuade it to pull over by activating their lights and sirens, which Waymo has instructed its vehicles to recognize and obey. Direct from California, ladies and gentlemen, you just can't make this stuff up.
So if you're in a regular cab with a driver, because they have cameras, and you do the same thing but don't tip off the driver, can they go back and look at that video? Is there some law against that? This is crazy.
It is. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com, and we're back right after this.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loupe experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loupe beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loupe Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out.
From our Dual City studios in Texas, USA, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, RoShelle Salinas from the Houston Auto Dealers Association and the latest from the Houston dealers. How are sales? How are things going? How you feeling? We're going to ask those questions.
How you doing?
How you doing? Plus, Jeff has 6 SUVs you need to be leery of. And Mr. Mars has this week's driving destinations. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars, there he is.
Over there.
We always need more Jeff Zekin.
Over here now.
Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday for our live show. And if you're watching, listening on a podcast, we thank you very much for that as well. Vice President, Houston Automobile Dealers Association, with a dealer update is RoShelle Salinas. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since January.
It has been a little while. Good to see you guys.
It's good to see you too. I know this is your favorite and most wonderful car talk show, and you love being on with us. There's no doubt about it. You've said those kudos many times before, and I'm going to reiterate them. By the way, I want you to know that I saw a video of you with somebody else doing was it a car review? Yes, it was a car review. Yeah. So what was that about?
You know, we're trying to up our game on our social media on the Houston Auto Show page. And so we're getting a little creative. And we had come across some other funny reels that we wanted to replicate. And that was one we did. So it's a whole joke about if the salesman's not available and someone else has to fill in, what are they going to make up along the car? And it came out. And, we shot that in one take. And Jamie, who was in the video with me, when I asked her what RHO means, we had not planned that. And she said, real hot one. And it was so perfect. I was laughing so hard.
Oh, my God. Well, what a great, quick thinking. Youth has everything to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
So how have things been since the Houston Auto Show?
We have been trucking along. Things are going really good. We're excited and very early in planning for this year already, actually. And so we just had a meeting with our Automotive Excellence Alliance. And in that group, we are 20 shows from around the country that are collaborating together to improve and enhance auto shows, our transparency with the OEMs and exhibitors, and to partner in some exhibits so that we can enhance what we're doing at all of our events. And just got back from that like 2 weeks ago. So some exciting things to come for all of our auto shows across the country that are working together to bring back the manufacturers.
And well, listen, congratulations if I haven't said it already. It was a great show this year out there at, what is it now? The Reliant Center? NRG Center, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever name it is this week.
Yeah, this week. But it was a great show and great attendance, especially that Saturday that we were there. We had a hard time getting out of there, fighting the crowds to get to the emergency exit. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was definitely our busiest day. It was a good year.
Yeah, well, I'm glad because, people in Houston, Texas love cars. And even if they're not in the market to buy one at that moment, want to go see what is the latest. For my generation, it was always in October that the dealers would hide the brand new cars that were coming in. It was a big reveal week.
They would. They put them in the
everybody would get in the car and go to all the different dealers and get all the brochures. Now you've got it all in one place. Mm-hmm. It makes it so much easier. And I always love to go to those things. Not that I certainly was at any age to buy a new. But there were lots of us that did that. And it's funny, now that I think about it, you've got a lot of teenagers that are into cars that will go to the show. And we kind of like bypass them, but they really are the next generation that's going to be buying the cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's part of why we try to make it a whole family atmosphere at the Houston Auto Show. And this year we're actually going to incorporate 2 new theme kind of days to our event. So Friday is going to be Military and First Responders Day. And it's not just a day of discounts. We will have a day of full programming of activities. So opening the show with a special presentation of the Star Spangled Banner, and then we'll have some programming throughout. We've already worked with some local officials to bring in some special exhibits of vehicles and first responder vehicles and such on display. And there'll be some different like exhibits in that whole area. So we're creating that. And then we're also adding on Sunday a family day. And so there'll be some special packages for families and activities for kids and bringing in some kind of new elements to up the experience overall.
I'm thinking a rock and roll band, or maybe we could have Build-A-Bear there or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at some Lego partners and maybe some Hot Wheel partners. We've got some things in the works, but it's early planning. And then also we're going to partner this year with the boat show officially on the VIP night as well. So we're working on a really cool theme to bring both events together and open up the whole show for that VIP night and kind of bring it, revamp it and bring it back to a really big, exciting VIP night.
Sounds like fun. How are the dealers doing?
Dealers are doing all right. We had a good first quarter, and second quarter has been down a little bit on sales. But I think with all we have going on in the economy and inflation and interest rates, that sales have slowed a little bit. But I think they're all anticipating coming back in the summer with some additional sales. I also just read about some new vehicle releases and things coming out. So I think the summer will look good for everybody.
Well, we have to talk about EVs and, with the now defunct $7,500 rebate that doesn't exist anymore. That hurt. And the fact that infrastructure, I think, hurt. And the car manufacturers themselves, they went all in. They got EVs everywhere, and nobody's buying them. Infrastructure here in Houston is poor, to say the least, because I had to deal with that myself. I've learned to overcome it, though, and that is a 110-volt outlet in the garage, and I just drag the orange extension cord out there. It takes forever to charge it, but at least I got that part of it down. And they've got a new charging station that is a total ripoff out there by Hobby Airport. It doesn't make any difference how long you have it plugged in for. It's $35 flat fee. Friends, wow. That is just so wrong on every level. But whatever, it's handy. So if you get in a pinch, there's at least I got a pinch place to go,
There you go.
Because before that, I had to drive over to Pasadena to find a hidden EV fast charging station behind a bank drive-through. Crazy. So I guess they're kind of getting
behind a chop shop.
Yeah.
And I know that Shell has put up a couple EV charging kind of lots around the city too, and so they're trying. The infrastructure is just slow, and I know you've heard me speak on this before. Is that the government wanted to shift culture with the EV mandates, but you can't shift culture like that. That has to happen organically, and I think they're feeling the repercussions from that. So EV
and
sales
not only that,
Absolutely.
you're talking about Houston, Texas, for gosh sakes.
Right.
We like our cars, and gas is cheap, and there's a gas station on every corner.
And we like our road trips, and EV road trips are not easy.
But I will say this. I have become a huge fan of hybrids. I think that's the way to go.
Always.
Have you driven any?
Yeah, I've driven a couple, and I mean, it really is the way to go. It's the happy medium.
Yeah, 30 miles per gallon on most of the ones that I drive now on average, and that's what I get. There's no fooling around with that sort of thing. I'm driving now a gasoline motor that gets 17 miles per gallon. No, and not at the price of gas. I understand that that's going to be coming down, but it's not going to come down as fast as it went up.
Right.
Yeah.
And you talk about city dwellers, like my wife. There's very few days she drives over 30 miles in a day. Most of her trips are 2 miles, 3 miles, and that's it. So, she could literally go a month without burning any gas.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the show for a minute. Are you still going to combine with the boats? There's going to be automotive still?
Yes, this is will be our 5th year in 2027 to be the automotive show. So half the show is the boat show, half the show is the auto show. I'm also working on a really special exhibit that is going to be a tow and go kind of lifestyle type exhibit. So what you'll be able to see there is learning towing 101, how to back up the car, what the technology is like today, how to hitch the tow, the trailer. But then also we'll have on display, you know, various towing capacity vehicles with their towing items. So an SUV with a small camper, or a jet ski, a big truck with a horse trailer, or a trailer with a Polaris on the back, or a boat. All of that is going to kind of be on display. And then God willing and financial support will also create a towing course that people can practice and use this new towing technology that's out on all these vehicles.
Wow.
You know, all I can think of is, RoShelle, is, and I'm sure that you've seen them online, these races at, 3/4 mile dirt tracks.
I've seen those,
where they've got some old boat trailer in it, and it's a race. And so they race the car and the towed trailer around the track, and it's absolutely hysterical. There is trash everywhere. The boats are destroyed. It is so much. It's so much fun. I think that we need to somehow incorporate that into this.
Sounds dangerous.
It does.
There's also one where there's a like a tow truck pulling a trailer, an empty trailer, and the cars behind it are racing to get on the trailer. Whoever gets on the trailer wins. It was hilarious. One thing for me, with the manufacturers at the show, I think, we've given a lot of suggestions to her, and she's taken none of them. Have each manufacturer give away a car.
I think that's a great idea.
It is.
It doesn't have to be like a $100,000
I don't think I can
car.
get every manufacturer to do it, but we are working on that being a possibility this year too.
Oh,
like I said,
there?
we're already planning on a lot of things early this year, but I don't want to say too much because some ideas just don't become reality each time. So yes, there is a potential that we're working on a car giveaway this year too.
Wow.
Yeah.
See there?
We're busy. And when I'm not doing the auto show, we just wrapped up our scholarship program at HADA and gave about 90 different scholarships out to dealership employees and their children all across the city. And then we're working on our big student technician competition that comes up in November, where we pair high school students with dealerships to mentor, and then they all compete and have to debug a vehicle to win scholarships, cash, tools, prizes, and advance to the North Texas competition, where last year our Houston team beat 65 North Texas teams, and I was very proud of that.
All right.
See,
Very
there you
good,
go.
very
It's kind of
good.
like the Scots playing FIFA football. Yeah, I got it. Go Scots. I mean, they sold out every pub in Boston, and they had no beer in Boston when the Scots hit
Emergency
town.
deliveries.
Yeah,
Yes.
emergency deliveries. Did you see that?
No, but I was almost late to today's interview because I was at the march for the Netherlands bus route.
Oh, yeah.
The big orange bus.
The big orange
Yes,
bus.
following
Yeah.
the big orange bus.
Well,
right.
I'll tell you what, it's brought a gift to me, because obviously Armstrong, Scotland, it's one and the same.
He's
And so-
actually wearing a kilt right now.
I am wearing my kilt, and it's great. And I've never known so much freedom in my life. But that's another subject for another day.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
another
Save that
show.
for
And
the-
another show.
Tune in after midnight.
It's the off-air show, and tune in after midnight. All right, so let's talk back again with the dealers. There's a push, I think, afoot, where dealerships generally speaking, have a very impressive service department. And service is a big part of every dealership as far as I am concerned.
Absolutely.
And I know that dealerships are in transition, as well as the entire auto industry, and trying to keep up with the Joneses with the latest technology coming from the manufacturers. I'm now driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee, a beautiful vehicle, but the technology on the infotainment system has completely changed for Stellantis. And that in itself is an educational opportunity right there, because I'm struggling through it because of the new technology in the infotainment system. And, prior to this, with the new infotainment system that they've got in the Stellantis cars, it was easy to use. It's still easy to a point, but there's just more stuff in it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what's going on at the dealerships, trying to keep everybody trained up How are things going in that regard? Because I know with the dealers, you hear everything.
Yeah, there's each manufacturer operates a bit differently in that, but all of them have some sort of training that they put their staff through when it's time to launch a new product or to reveal it in the dealership so that it's for sale. And so they even have product specialists that come in and train the salespeople on all of it. And then usually they've got at least one or two sales staff that is what they call their product specialist. And when you go in and buy a dealership and pick up or buy a car from the dealership and pick it up, they'll have that product specialist come and give you a lesson on all the technology and features in the vehicle. So when you buy it, you might be like, oh yeah, I like that, I like this. And then you sit down and you really learn it with that product specialist. That's when you go home and go, oh wow, this car had so much more than I thought it did.
Yeah, and that's, I guess it's what I'm saying to you is the fact that, you know, I get a new car every week of some sort, different. And some of them, the learning curve is a lot stiffer than other ones.
Especially if you're doing it by yourself, Don. Take it over to the dealership and tell them to show you how it works.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Well, there is that. But I will tell you this, that Land Rover, Range Rover, absolutely stunningly beautiful. But my God, the infotainment system and trying to understand all the different pages. And I can only imagine here's Don Armstrong going down the freeway at 70, 75 miles an hour, trying to change the radio station. And I've got it on climate control. Well,
you're showing your age, Don. You're showing your age.
I know, I am.
It's the kilt.
It's the kilt this morning. That's what it is.
RoShelle,
yeah. RoShelle, it's always great to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
A pleasure. I can't wait to catch up more when we've got things even further solidified for the auto show.
And I'm going to try this year to make the preview party. I haven't been in a couple of years, and I'm
We've
feeling.
Missed you.
Yeah, I bet, like a sore toe. But like I said, I'm looking forward to it and working with you again and getting folks out there to the car show. We appreciate you. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you again soon.
You bet.
All right. RoShelle Salinas, Salinas with the Houston Automobile Dealers Association. All right, just ahead. Jeff's Car Culture, the lemon list of 6 SUVs you may want to avoid. And Mars has his driving destinations feature this week, Hidden Dirt in Hidden Houston. After this break, when the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues. Stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loupe experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loupe beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loupe Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out.
Invite you to join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live show about all things automotive. It's a fun ride, and you'll get story ideas for this summer's vacation trip to see Aunt Mary.
Or Aunt Martha.
Or Aunt Martha.
If she's not injured
Well,
in
she's
her car.
not an aunt. She's the next door neighbor.
Oh.
Martha.
Okay. Like Gladys.
Like Gladys.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I
Well,
get
Gladys,
them-
I think, lived across the street.
I get
Gladys
them mixed up.
Kravitz. Yeah, I
get
know
them
you.
mixed up.
All right. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. This week, 6 SUV lemons.
That they're calling them lemons. They're just giving you a forewarning to watch out. So experts tend to flag certain SUVs as risky when they share 3 consistent warning signs. It's the impact overall on the ownership experience. One of them is mechanical reliability, leading concerns particularly in vehicles prone to engine stalling, erratic transmissions, or glitchy infotainment system like Don has been talking about. So here we go. Take the first one, Mike. This is the Volkswagen Taos, often flagged by experts of a mixed mechanical and safety concerns that can impact everyday driving. Some owners have reported sudden power loss at high speeds. Serious issues can create dangerous situations on the road. Taken together, these issues can make the Taos a vehicle buyer's worst experience and want to approach with certain cautions, especially when considering long-term reliability and overall safety. So be careful of that one. The next one is the Chevy Equinox. It raises two key concerns for buyers: mechanical reliability again and long-term value. Reports point to issues such as excessive oil consumption and reoccurring fuel system problems, both of which can drive up maintenance costs over time. On financial side, the Equinox also faces steep depreciation. Estimates suggest that a 2026 model could lose 52% of its value within 5 years.
Oh my God.
That's a lot. The next one, Mike, is a Nissan Rogue. I don't have a lot of passion for this vehicle. I've got personal issues with it, but despite its modern styling and advanced technical features, it is drawing increased scrutiny from the experts. It's a 3-cylinder engine, is under investigation following reports of bearing failures, raises concerns about long-term durability. The model's continuously variable transmission also adds those worries as well. Given its history and premature failures, that can be costly to fix or replace. In some cases, repair bills can run into several $1,000s, significantly increasing its ownership costs. On the next one, number 4, we have a Ford Explorer. It remains a popular SUV, but experts caution that ongoing transmission issues continue to affect its reliability. Drivers have reported harsh shifting, jerking, inconsistent performance. We have that every day. Problems can be reduced both comfort and confidence behind the wheel. Beyond the drivetrain, the Explorer's driver assistance systems can also show uneven performance in real-world conditions. That's inconsistency across both mechanical and technical features adds a layer of uncertainty for the owners. Then we have the Jeep Cherokee. It's often talked about. It's often singled out by experts as one of the most concerning SUVs, largely due to the volume and seriousness of reported issues. Among the most alarming are sudden losses of engine power and unpredictable transmission behavior, both of which can create safety risks in everyday driving. These reoccurring problems have led some analysts, I should say, to rank it among the vehicles to avoid in 2026. While the modern model still benefits from strong brand appeal, the buildup of reliability concerns has weighed heavily on its reputation. And lastly, the Infiniti QX80 is often cited as a luxury SUV, but may not hold its value over time. Experts point to a steep depreciation as a major drawback for this vehicle. Projections suggest that they lose up to 69% of its value within 5 years, leaving owners a significantly lower resale price. So be careful with that one as well. If you're looking for a car to, keep the value, that's not one of them. There we go.
That's quite a list.
Back to you.
Yeah. Those are pretty popular vehicles,
Yes,
too.
they are.
Not some.
They also have a lemon list of pre-owned vehicles. I was going to get into that, but maybe another time.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, could be.
Okay. By the way, we're taking the July 4th off with a live show, and we're going to have a repeat and a show, and Mars is going to dress it up and make it fun and exciting.
Some cologne on it. And
yeah, some
put
cologne
the makeup
on it. Throw some
on it.
cologne on it. Throw some Brute.
No, English leather.
English leather. Yeah, there's that.
Just off topic, when you walk into a restaurant or a store or something and you have an aroma and it reminds you of what does that smell like? And it smells like English leather or Brute or something. Canoe.
Do you canoe?
It had a flag on it. The canoe had a flag on it.
And you can find those old scents at Walgreens.
Well, there's also a store in the mall. I haven't been there. Remember, I got you some for Christmas like 10
yes,
years
you did.
ago or something like that.
Oh, my God, yeah.
We still have them.
I'm still
But there's a
using it.
specialty store that sells it, and they're quite expensive now.
Yeah, well, the ones at Walgreens are not. Anyway. All right, time now for Mr. Mars Driving Destinations. This week it's Hidden Dirt in Hidden Houston.
So I thought about how occasionally you want to get out and you want to go off-roading. You might want to be ride a four-wheeler. You can't ride three-wheelers anymore, or even the side-by-sides, but you don't want to own one. You don't have a place for it, or just it's a lot of maintenance to it. So these places, we got 5 places here around the Houston area that you can go, and most of them you can rent a vehicle that you can ride. Now we're going to start with number 1 is Extreme Off-Road Park and Beach. Now this is up in Crosby. Now, it's just outside of Houston, and it's really the best known off-road destination in Southeast Texas, all the way over on my side of the world where everybody knows about this place. 1,600 acres of trails that go through the mud, sand, wooden terrain, water crossings, and it's all part of the San Jacinto River Valley. Now, you can get beginner-friendly routes just like snow skiing. You got easy, you got beginner, and then you got the ones that are really hard. They have camping. You can get cabins. There's a few food vendors there if you are going to stay there all day or all weekend. And you can get to the river, and it makes it pretty much anything you want to do in the off-road part of the world. And there's several rental operators on site. So you can actually reserve an ATV or a side-by-side so that you don't have to bring your own. You don't have to clean it up either after you leave. You just can go out there and utilize their vehicles out there in that territory and get your off-road fix. Now, the second one that we wanted to look at was Creekside Off-Road Ranch. Now, this is up in Splendora. It's about 45 minutes northeast of Houston, a little bit further out. It's on 400 acres, includes creek crossings, got wooded trails, lots of sand, got some hill climbs, and some mud pits. Now, it's particularly appealing for families because, you know, with newer riders, they got their trails that are maintained. They maintain them a little bit wider, and it's a little bit more family-friendly. It's not quite so hardcore. Got plenty of camping, RV hookups, so you can spend the weekend, whatever you need to do. And there are rental operators nearby that make it easy to get the kind of vehicle that you want to utilize and learn how to take some of these riding opportunities. The third one is the Unlimited Off-Road Park up in Conroe. Now, this is situated, Conroe is just north of Houston, and it caters to ATVs and dirt bikes, the side-by-sides, and four-wheel drive vehicles. So you get a mixture of easy trails, mud sections, got a little bit of beach-style riding areas with some sand on them. And, of course, they've got some challenging obstacles set up for experienced riders. Unlike some of the smaller parks that are kind of like this is more like a full-day destination that you can go to. It's not necessarily for the long term, but you can get rental RVs on it. ATVs that are on site, so it makes it a lot easier. Again, if you don't have that off-road equipment and you want to go out and ride an ATV, then here's your opportunity to go out and get some experience and work with some other people that are kind of in the same level that you are as far as riding experience goes. This next one, number 4, is, I found this really interesting. It's H-Town ATV Rentals at HTX Adventure Park. Now, this operation specializes in guided ATV experiences. Now, this isn't just the traditional admission park to where you go out and you got all these acres. You go out there, here's the trails, take off and go. Now, up in Crosby, you got access to a lot of extensive trail systems. They got 1,000 acres, but they are guided ATV, kind of like ATV tours. You got Honda Rancher ATVs, you got a lot of safety equipment, but you're guided to go through the trails, through the mud and the forest section, and a lot of the open area riders. So this is a great place to go for beginners, particularly maybe if you got your date, first time you've taken her out on the off-road and you want to get some experience at it, do something different, here you go. Great for family visitors.
And she's all dressed up to go to the symphony.
Yes. So, now you turn that white dress into a brown dress because of all the mud.
Hey, you want to go get
but
dirty?
Again, they have all the machines and they have guides that are all included. So it's a great way if you're new or you just really trying to get somebody new into it. Now, the last one we want to talk about is Crosby ATV Rental. Now, this is, again, at the Extreme Off-Road Park, but they don't have their own equipment. And this rental operation provides all the equipment for you. So if you're one of those people, again, back to, I don't have the ATV, I don't have a place to put it, I don't have a trailer to put it in, to haul it off up there. I want to go up there, though, every once in a while, every quarter or once a month. I can go up there and rent it and have all the off-road fun that I would like. So these are just some places around the Houston area that you can go and find some time to play in the dirt.
And hidden dirt.
Yep.
in Hidden Houston. Thank you, sir.
Summertime.
In Wheel Time Car Talk continues right after this quick break. Stay with us.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your save the paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Sites will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
It is the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, guess the sold car price. And is your car on the recall list?
Uh-oh.
We got the latest. Jeff has the Cruise In and events calendar, plus this week's top automotive news stories. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. We always need more. Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley is with us today. Well, he's not with us in person, but I guarantee you he's listening to every word.
Yes, he is.
Critiquing
Absolutely.
and being ugly about it as well.
He's probably said a lot of words.
Oh, I know he
Yeah.
is. Yeah. I know. I've known him a long time. So I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday for our live show. And we're going to start off this segment of the show with our recall list. I got a doozy to start off with.
Doozy.
You like
Doozy
the doozy?
me.
The
Give me a
doozy-do.
doozy.
So if you own a Hyundai, check this out.
I don't.
They've issued a recall for more than 421,000 vehicles, including the 2025 and 26 models of Santa Cruz, Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, and Tucson Plug-in Hybrid. The issue arises from a software issue in the front cameras, which may inadvertently trigger the forward collision avoidance system, causing the brakes to engage without warning.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I've got a story.
According to the Hyundai recall, this unexpected braking significantly increases the risk of a crash. You think?
When I back out of the garage and it's raining, the rear camera sensor,
Yeah.
or the rear on the bumpers, you're driving out, you're doing maybe a mile an hour, you're just backing out of the driveway, and it'll lock. It'll absolutely lock you in your
Yeah.
seat, and you can bump your head and all.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking out the window, you hit you. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. I know. I've experienced that myself in some of these press vehicles that I drive.
Kathy's does the same thing.
Other recalls: do not drive, loss of control from control arm separation. Oh my God. So you got one wheel going this way,
that away,
and another wheel going that away.
And where they never should meet.
Ford Bronco Sport.
Oh, no.
Wait, 21 through 26. Ford Maverick, 22 through 26.
Are they on the same line?
They must be.
They must be.
Oh, my God.
Where are they made, does it say?
I didn't know. Didn't say. Doesn't make any difference.
Well, yeah, it doesn't, but.
Loss of control from control arm separation. That's not good. We move on. Instrument panel display failure, Lexus GX 2024. UX Hybrid 25. Toyota Land Cruiser Hybrid 24 and 25. And Toyota Mirai 2024.
What's Mirai?
I don't know. I don't have one. I've never had one. Why don't they put those in the press fleet? I don't know. Loss of drive power from engine failure. Ford. Bronco, Explorer, Ranger, 25 and 26.
Oh, I thought you could go back to 21 on it.
Seatbelt may fail to retract or extend. Ford, Expedition, 18 through 22.
Where the heck they getting their parts?
Navigator, 18 through 22.
Wow.
You know, the president of Ford Motor Company has said repeatedly, we really need to get the recalls under control. You think? Incorrect gear may be selected in the Chevrolet Express and Savannah from GMC, the 2026 model year. I didn't even think that they were making that thing anymore.
I didn't either.
And then the
Moonroof
Savannah.
glass may detach in the Subaru Forester and Forester Hybrid for 2026.
No, the Savannah is the seat van, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Savannah, well, and both. They're vans.
Yeah.
One's GMC, the other
got
is
you. Yeah, yeah.
Chevy.
But the
I was trying to
question
think of
is the driver pulling the wrong gear, or is the not
No,
going to the
it's
right
not
gear the driver
well,
wants?
It's
I
probably
would
the
imagine that the driver may
CVT.
select, drive, and then somehow, some way it gets discombobulated and puts it in low or something. I don't know.
Something.
Rear seat belt bolts may not be tightened properly in pretty much every Mercedes-Benz that you can think of.
Wow.
AMGs, GLEs, GLS, all of them from the 2026 model year. I guess they had some sort of a pneumatic wrench fail or something, and they just kind of, okay, that's
Or
enough.
not calibrated
Calibrated.
for certain torque.
Let's go to a driver's seatbelt strap may not extend. Martha, I can't get out. Kia
would be-
Telluride and Telluride Hybrid for 2027. And for me, wheelchair seat belts may not properly restrain the occupants.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I do. Look, there goes Don out the back doors.
Can't have anything nice anymore. Just can't have anything nice.
Ram ProMaster Van 2026. Those, my friend, are the recalls.
Get a lot.
Funny, not funny.
Yeah, it's sad in a way.
Yeah, there goes Don. Yeah.
No, I'm just the
We
recalls
left,
of Ford.
we left him back there in the intersection.
You wouldn't think Mercedes would even be close to that list. So
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't think. All right. Now the fun part. Let's do
All right.
the Hemmings Sold Car Roundup.
get your in-wheel time decoder rings out.
And so the goal here is for you to guess what this particular car sold for at auction online.
I did pretty good last week. We all
You
did
did,
pretty
yeah,
fair. We all
absolutely.
did pretty good.
So the first one up is for you, Jeff, because
All
we
right,
know
here we
you're
go.
passionate about Cadillac. This, my friends, is a 1967 Cadillac Coupe de Ville convertible. And it's purple.
Kind of purple.
I don't
Yeah.
think that they had.
No, it's called a champagne, I think, or there is a color for it. I remember
It
that
wasn't
color.
a champagne. I actually bought a champagne.
It's. I'll find out. Anyways, I want to go 12 grand.
12 grand.
I am.
For a convertible?
Yes, it's a 67 though, and it's purple.
Yeah. And it's big.
It's
Long.
huge. I like it.
It's
I drive
huge.
it. Okay.
Jeff Heitzman says 50 grand.
50 grand.
Jeff, I think that you need to buy this. Is George Skelton with us today?
George is, and so is
No, Art
the Lusk
Greenwell.
family.
Yep.
Here's
All right.
Mr. Lusk and Stacy.
Oh, good.
28.
He says 28. All
I
right.
don't know where George ran off to. He was here a moment ago. though.
All right. Well,
Probably Googling it.
either that or went to the bathroom.
Or he's still trying to type in more nines.
That's it. 999.
So what we got?
It's sold for $17,850.
Oh,
Of course, we don't know
Probably 'cause
what
of
it looks
convertible.
like underneath
there is a color like that. I watched them go down the.
the assembly line.
Yeah.
Did you
Not
have
a
anything to do with
67,
the
no.
trunk lids?
What's that?
Did you have anything to do with the trunk
The
lids?
trunk lid. I did the striker cover. Yeah, but there is a color like that. Okay, moving on.
Next up is the 1996 Chevrolet Caprice. I put this up here because it looks like a cop car, but I don't think it is. And look
Yeah,
at it.
it is.
It is a cop car?
It was ex-Virginia State Trooper car.
I was going to say because
Oh.
it's got buckets up front, and a regular passenger car. I don't know as if the Caprice offered that.
I
But
think
whatever.
Impala offered that.
So
yeah.
96 Chevy Caprice owned by a state government. And what's it got on it? Probably 90,000 miles or
Well,
something.
if someone by state government is probably $6 billion.
No, it didn't
No,
sell for that.
okay.
But
I'm gonna go $9,000.
$9,000.
I'm gonna go $9,000, maybe 10.
Jeez.
Oh, look at that. The Lust family, 48. They're singing my song.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that David and his wife win the car.
Oh, very
because
good.
it sold for $4,400.
There you go. You're the proud
And
owner
the
of the
good
90.
news is, it's a one owner. The guy that
It's a one owner. That's it.
yeah, he bought it
own-
straight from the police
Yeah.
auction, and he's had it ever since. So you really
Right.
got a one
Well,
owner.
that'd be kind of.
It was one of
considered
those transfer cars, I think,
Yeah.
that they probably used to transfer prisoners to the federal penitentiary or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
Next up, this is for Leslie, a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I would like to say that this is either an SS or an RS. It's a convertible, and it's yellow, and it got him a big V8 in there.
They call it banana yellow or something, or something to do with the fruit.
Have no idea. But anyway, it's kind of banana yellow. I don't know what the color is officially, but
I'm stumped.
are you?
Yeah, what year again?
This is a 69 Camaro. It's got a V8 in it, probably a 327.
Yeah, I see the big air cleaner on that.
Yeah, an
it's
aftermarket. That's not a factory air cleaner.
No.
No. So how much?
He's going 12. I was going to go 15.
Really?
George went 12, 999. I'm going to go 15. David says 12. David
It sold for $45,675.
Well, we're pooling our money. We're all going to pool our money, and we're going to
Okay.
get it.
Yeah, do that, because that's the only way you'll be able to afford that thing.
I wouldn't buy for that.
Next up, this is a 1964 Pontiac Bonneville.
Yeah, baby.
A 64 Pontiac.
8
with
lug
stacked
wheel.
headlights.
Yeah.
8 lug wheels. Does it have those?
Yeah.
No, it looks like it's got those fake wire wheel covers. Has it
You're
got
right.
the
I
big?
think you're right.
Has
I
it
think
got
you're
the?
right.
Has it got the big V8 in it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It got something
389.
9 miles. A what? A 389.
389 4 barrel.
So then it should have
So what do you think that it's not a convertible, is it? Is it?
Oh, it's a hardtop.
It's
looks like a hard
It's
top.
a hardtop. 2-door hardtop. Pontiac Bonneville. What did it sell for? On the used
Ooh.
car market.
Jeff says 30 big shimoles there. I'm gonna go 14. $14,000. I am.
14.
George says 14,999.
Okay. You guys are at 14. Interesting.
And the Lust family says 32.
32. Well, it sold for $18,743.
That's with TT on L. I could get it. Yeah.
Okay. Here's one for you, Jeff. You moved up to the
Look at that.
1987 Buick Grand National
Yeah,
Regal.
baby.
And boy, it's shiny.
Yep.
I don't know what it's like under the hood, whether it's been ratted out. I don't know. It looks good.
Yeah.
Buick Regal, 87 model. And this is the turbocharged.
Yep. There's a picture under the hood. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go 18. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go 18.
For a Grand National.
You don't say that. Just get to it. Don't discourage me.
Okay.
Really? You're going to go that low?
Well, Heitzman's down there at 21. You guys haven't kept up with the market on this.
No, we just
you know
know
what
our
a GNX
cars.
is?
Yeah.
The GNX doesn't have a rear seat in it. It's basically
Yeah,
a
it's
Grand
just seat
National.
delete. Yeah.
Yeah.
22 there for David.
It sold for $55,125. This car, there's something about this car, this next one, that I like. And I've never been a huge Dodge fan, but John Hovis,
I like this
with
one.
that black Dodge Dart
Yep.
that he's got, it's about the same model,
Yeah.
except for that didn't have the big scoop on it. But I like the body style.
Sleeper.
And I like the bucket seats. I like the 4 on the floor. There's everything I like about this car. Looks like it's got a Hemi in it.
340.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 340. Is it a 6-pack?
No.
No, that'd be the 440 6-pack.
George
right?
says 16,999.
16. Okay.
I'm going to go 32.
32. Okay. 32.
Oh, Jeffrey says 33.
Okay. And George.
Went 21,999.
Okay. Well, George wins the bid on this one.
Okay. Oh, and David says 28.
It sold for $22,050.
Wow.
That'd be something that I would consider buying.
28 from the Lusk family.
28, yeah. I think 22 is a fair figure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's clean. It looks good.
Got to drive it.
Yeah. All right. We're getting close to the end. Again, this is for you, Jeff. A 1965 Buick Special.
It's green with a black convertible. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a convertible. It's got wire wheel covers on it. Not a big volume vehicle, but it's got clean lines. This is 1965.
Mm-hmm.
Throw yourself back there.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think that thing sold for? It's been garaged a long time.
It looks like it's in good shape. It's got some nice wheels on it.
Might needs a new top on it, but whatever.
Jeff Heisman says 13. I was going to go 12.
Yeah?
The interior looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Looks nice. The top looks intact. Doesn't have any broken glass or panels in the back or plastic.
George is
a little under $700.
Art Grindle.
$700, $699.
That's brilliant.
Lusk family $7,500. That's pretty close too. That's a good bargain there. $75 for David as well.
Well, David and Lusk are going to have to share driving responsibilities because it sold for $8,500.
Oh man,
that would be a.
The Russ family says it looks rough.
Yeah. Well, I agree with them actually. Who would put red heater hoses in it?
The guy that replaced them?
Yeah, I know. That's just wrong. Well, we're on a black. Oh, I'll take the red. That'll be fine. No.
And the red's for the heater hoses. That's
No.
the kind of color.
There's no red heater hoses.
Good call, Mike.
All right. Now, here's one that really kind of surprised me. This is a 2002 BMW Z3. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think this has a straight six in it.
3.0 inline six.
Yep. Have you ever driven one of these?
No, I haven't.
It's a little rocket ship from BMW.
Yeah.
With that straight six, didn't weigh very much. It's a two-seat sports car, and it has, well, we know that it's got the removable hardtop. It might have the convertible soft top on it. I think it does. There's a picture of it. Mm-hmm. So it's got two tops. It's extra clean looking, and it all looks like it's completely stock. BMW Z3.
21? You said it's a 21?
It's a 2002.
2002. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go 17.
17.
Jeff says 17. All right, good call, Jeff. George 35,999.
I think that you're going to be surprised.
Lusk family 42. And David says 25.
It sold for $13,643.
Yeah.
That would be something that
I might have high miles on it.
Huh?
It could have high miles on it.
I doubt it. Those
Yeah,
cars
I
usually
don't
don't
believe
have
there was
high
a lot of miles on it. It's been slightly modified because it said factory was 237 horses and it's now rated at 250. So
so they put an exhaust in
or
into
an
cold
air
intake
intake
or
or something like that. But they're not real popular cars. But
No, they're
little
not.
rocket ships, like you said.
Yeah, they are. Stan actually had one of those at one time. Anyway,
Interesting.
yeah. Thank you all for playing. We'll have more next week. Coming up, Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. The Get Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this 90-second break. Right back.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loupe experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loupe beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loupe Tortilla. Eats pretty good. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show thanks you for 15 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcast, too, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
Every week. In Wheel Time airs Saturdays, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And of course, if you miss us, you can catch 30-minute podcasts of this show at your favorite podcast store. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it. All right, time now for the Cruise In and Events calendars, Jeffrey.
Yes, this weekend, ours goes for next weekend, but this weekend there's a lot of Father's Day events and stuff going on. Check your local area. There's probably a school or a church that's got something going on, so enjoy that, weather permitting. So next week we've got Daniel's Meat Market, Cars and Coffee. It's 8 to 10 a.m. It's in Baytown, Texas. Car owners can register. They're invited to register their vehicles by email. You can check that out. All classic cars drivers will receive free coffee. It takes place every Saturday morning. Then you've got the Saturday night headlights. This is in Beaumont, Mike, not too far from you. It's at 290 Crockett Street. It goes from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is cars and coffee styles, all kinds of vehicles. They invite you to go on out there and check it out. They're going to have food and all kinds of good stuff out there as well. Community Focus is the main event. Coffee and Chrome at Gateway Classic Cars of Houston. That's at 1910 Cypress Station Drive in Houston, Suite 200, but I'm sure you'll see it once you get up there. Warm up with coffee and donuts while supplies last, of course, open to the public. There's no admission fee or anything like that, so that means it's free. Brazoria County Cars and Coffee. This one's down in Lake Jackson. We talk about this one every now and then. It is at 221 Parking Way Street. Goes from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Parking Way.
Organizers emphasize no revving of the engines. Make sure you got a hair.
Rev those
Do not
engines.
rev your engines. Make sure your fingernails are clean and your hair is cut. So get on out there. So anyways, these are all weather permitting, of course. And again, check out your local area. I'm sure there's something going on in your area.
I may have shortchanged you
You're
on
right.
the news stories this week, last hour, but I've got them all this hour.
Oh boy.
U.S. electric vehicle registrations are recovering from the loss of federal tax credits, with April's 9.8% decline marking the smallest year-over-year drop so far this year, and a signal the market is stabilizing. U.S. new EV registrations fell to 89,147 in April, compared with the same month a year ago, according to S&P Global Monthly. Yet that's the highest tally of 2026. EV share of the U.S. light vehicle market held steady at 6.2%, the same as in March, but down from 6.6 a year ago. Tesla, of course, leading the pack. They were up in April, up 13%. They sold 45,800 cars. All the rest of them are so far behind, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
Mitsubishi Motors. And, you know, I've not really ever been a big fan, but I think that they're going to try to make some waves in the U.S. car market.
You've talked about this in the past.
Mitsubishi Motors no longer just talking about a North American comeback. It's rolling out the metal to prove it. Japanese automaker delivered a much-needed shot of adrenaline to its retailers this month, previewing its first modern EV arriving in early fall, the next generations of its workhorse crossovers, and a rugged flagship SUV that could reshape the brand's future. Dealers broadly praised the pivot toward larger, more profitable crossovers, SUVs, and pickups, the segments where customers' demand and margins are the strongest. Mitsubishi's a niche player, one dealer said. I don't want to sell $20,000 cars, nor do we want to buy them. That's why that is that.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz is giving its 4-liter twin-turbo V8 a major update that enables the quad-cam 32-valve high-performance engine to meet stricter emission standards on the books in some global markets. Move is part of a broader plan to boost sales of the high-performance limited production AMG line to 200,000 units annually. Although horsepower and torque ratings remain the same at 603 and 627 pound-feet, Mercedes says the engine in the 2027 AMG GLE 63S and AMG GLS 63 delivers slightly quicker 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration times with both vehicles reaching it in under 4 seconds. This ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Well, go ahead.
The biggest change to the engine, a flat, plain crankshaft. The new crank reduces engine weight and revs faster, and with the cylinders firing in an alternating pattern between left and right, airflow through the redesigned intake and exhaust ports is more efficient.
See, that was my question. You got the four
cam.
quad cam. Those lobes are probably really tiny.
Oh, yeah.
And they're probably really short in length. And then you got the crank. I was going to ask a question about the crank, but you answered that. So that's a tiny, compact little, I don't know.
Powerhouse.
I'm thinking recall in the future.
It won't be one of the pop.
It's going to be yeah.
Yeah, it won't be that.
We should start a car company just called Recall.
The recall car company.
I'm going to buy a Recall
No, we're not.
for $103,000.
Stellantis joining the global robo-taxi race through a partnership with Uber and Wave to launch fully autonomous ride-hailing vehicles worldwide. Robotaxis will be Society of Automotive Engineers Level 4, meaning they can operate autonomously without a human driver in defined conditions. The companies did not give details about where and when they'll be rolled out, but Uber and Wave have a separate partnership that will deploy the taxis in London, Tokyo, and 10 other cities around the world. U.S. inventories of several key missiles used in the Iran war could take years to return to pre-war levels, a May 27th report by Bipartisan Center for Strategic and International Studies found. By collaborating with Lockheed Martin, General Motors can leverage its high-rate manufacturing capabilities. GM completes a new vehicle somewhere in the world every 5 seconds. They're going to be taking lessons, and they're going to be taking business. And high fuel prices spurred by the war in Iran have pushed customers across the industry away from expensive pickups and SUVs faster than General Motors executives expected. I'm not going to sit here and say it's permanent yet, GM North American President Duncan Allred said at a Center for Automotive Research conference in Ypsilanti, west of Detroit. But we are seeing somewhat of a shrinking of pickup trucks, full-size utilities, and some of the heavier vehicles, and an increase in more affordable segments of the industry. You think? Several weeks into the Middle East conflict, CFO Paul Jacobson told investors that it usually takes around 6 months of sustained high prices for people to start considering cheaper, more fuel-efficient options.
Wow.
So take that.
To the bank.
And Chevrolet's coming out with a bunch of new V8s, and that's coming up in the new pickup truck that was debuted this past week. So be on the lookout for that.
When you say new V8s, are you saying horsepower, configuration?
Drop in the 5.3.
Okay.
Hey, be sure and join us every week for our live show. We're going to wrap up today's show right after this break.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your save-the-paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Seitz will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
Well, that's all for this week's In Real Time Car Talk Show. We're always looking for new, informative, and great automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you have an idea, an event, a road trip, or tall tale you'd like us to blab about, let us know. Our email address is info@inwheeltime.com. You can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the In Wheel Time app and website. Grab a podcast from your favorite podcast store. Video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, and inwheeltime.com. The In Wheel Time video coordinator is, we always need more, Jeff Zekin. The booking agent and video editor, Mike Out of This World Mars, and chief engineer, David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks to show contributors Jeff Heitzman and George Skelton.
And the Lust family.
And
the Lust family.
Thank you very much. Be sure and join us next Saturday for our Dual City Studios in Texas. We hope you'll join us. Thanks to all of our guests today. Have a great, safe weekend. Happy Father's Day. We hope you join us again on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show next Saturday. See you later.